Hey guys, this is Issues with pt1 Skip. I am pt1 Skip. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for allowing me to be part of your day, for making time for me, to include me in your day. Guys, that's what I'm doing. When I'm making these videos, I'm thinking of you guys and including you in my day and hoping that what I'm saying resonates, that it matters, that you got a smile, that you got a thought, that you got to take something with you. I hope that that's that. Guys, as you know, my channel started taking off while I was covering the Scientology drama. Not Scientology per se, but the drama that went with the Scientology. When Aaron and the Aftermath Foundation, when they split up. And I have since covered the shit show as what's become of it. It's clear I don't like really anybody. I don't think anybody that has left Scientology has really done anything to help fucking the people leave Scientology. Now, I know that there's a bunch of stuff that I don't know about and that people are helped without us all knowing about them. And I'm sure that there were people that were helped. But what we see as somebody just watching, it is a fucking mess, guys. It is just a fucking mess that I don't think anybody should be proud of, whether it be Mike Rinder, Claire Headley, Mark Headley, Leah Remini, Aaron, Oh No Nora, any of them. Because the drama is what's won here. This is what's taken place here. And all because there was a parting of ways that could not be handled objectively, productively, healthy. It turned into this whole thing that keeps coming. And, you know, I'm somebody looking in on it, and I do feel obligated to continue on with talking about this because this is how my channel started. It would be like me being in concert and me being liked for country music, me getting my start for country music, but I'm not going to sing any country music. Like, so, guys, Aaron has come out with a bold accusation, and I just have problems with the hypocrisy of it. I'm not even going to say that it's true or untrue, because I don't know. But here's the thing. Aaron doesn't know either. He can guess, he can speculate. It's the hypocrisy that I want to bring you out on, guys. So that's what we're going to talk about here. Guys, please like, subscribe, and share. This is not a cult. If you come, you can leave. But give us a shot. Don't be afraid to open up your mind a little bit. Don't be afraid to look at things a little differently. That's how we grow. That's why each new day begins. Not so that we're living the same day over and over again, but for the chance of more knowledge, of more happiness, of more challenges. So I'm asking, those of you that are very much into Aaron and feel like he says no wrong or anything like that, wake up. Everybody does, including me, including you. Everybody makes mistakes, yes? Everybody kind of works from their emotion until they finally get it under control, and then they start working from their mind, yes? So, people make mistakes, okay? And Aaron is no different. I am no different. None of the Aftermath Foundation is any different. I am not OSA. I've never even been into a Scientology building. So, let's go there. Well, let's not go there. Let's go here where I'm talking, where I want to talk here, guys. Okay? So, we're going to talk about this video. The last one that Aaron put up, that was about, it was about accusing Mike Rinder and Leah Remini of getting people to be salacious towards Aaron without any proof. But yet I feel like Aaron is being very salacious because he just thinks something's going on here without really knowing. This is what he thinks, and he's acting on what he thinks. And he's been hurt. And he's been hurt because I really think that Aaron believes that these people stabbed him in the back. He's said it before. Not that he has any reason for anybody to want to kick him out of the Aftermath Foundation or ask him to step down. And again, I would bet all my money that this didn't happen in one shot. I think that they kept saying to Aaron, hey man, please, hey man, please, hey man, please. And because he didn't do anything, they had to do something. Because we already know he got in trouble in California. He admitted to that. Why does that look good? You know, you got a woman who you're getting into a domestic fight with. Basically, you said that. Something fell on your toe, you swung her, she fell against the wall. That's not good, especially when you're in California at a trial that has to do with the abusive woman. So guys, you know, all right, let's look at what we got here and let's start talking about it.
A small percentage of my content is focused on trolling and exposing other people in my community that I don't like and I think are destructive. Okay. And because me and the Aftermath Foundation board members parted ways back in November, there's been a handful where I have defended myself against information put out by the board members. Basically what I'm saying is this channel is not dedicated to taking down ex-Scientologists.
So you see right away, Aaron says, this isn't about me taking down ex-Scientologists. Maybe, you know, I'm not about trolling. Well, maybe just 5%. Well, to those 5%, you're trolling. If you're making, Chris Shelton definitely has got to feel the fact that you can't stand this guy, and that's fine, but at least own it. You can't just minimize it by saying, well, it's only 5%. It's your opinion that it's only 5. And when it's happening, it's 100% happening to the person you're doing it to. So at least own your shit, okay? And what you're saying is who I decide has done me wrong, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Well, they could say the same thing. You're sitting here saying all of this shit that's going to come up by accusations, not by proof, but by accusations. And because of that, you're acting on it. So you are doing no different, no better than what you're claiming these other people are doing. Watch.
The thing is, this activist community doesn't have leaders. And one of the problems is that Leah Remini and Mike Rinder have acted and positioned themselves as if they are the leaders and the gatekeepers of this community for years and years and years.
So here's the thing. There are leaders. There are people that are more prominent. And so if you want to call them leaders, okay, but they're more prominent in the community than other people. So Leah and Mike were more or less the gatekeepers once upon a time ago before everybody got on YouTube and started talking. It wasn't until the show that people started getting recognition. So if these YouTube channels were out before the show began, how many subscribers did any of you have? And then after the show and your airing of the show, how many subscribers did you get? Or if it all came out after the fact, because here's the truth. I'm a subscriber of Aaron's because of the fucking show. So when Aaron later says, I didn't even get one subscriber, bullshit. You did. You got a lot of subscribers from the show. That's fine that you got it. At least recognize it. Don't say you didn't get nothing and especially you didn't get any subscribers. Yeah, you did. Nobody knew who you were. And you can't go back in time and make that change to see what would have happened because it's not what happened. What happened was you were on a show. That's how your name got out there. Okay? Right or wrong, that's just the reality of it. But I would say, and I would argue that people think you're the leader of the SPTV because you have the bigger channel. People probably go to you first or need you for something more than anybody else. It's the people that decide who the leaders are in the real world. Not cult-like, where the leader decides they're the leader. Okay? In the real world, it's people. They go to certain people because of charisma, because of appearance, because of the way people are louder than others. The fact that you want to put leader on there is up to you, because a lot of people could say that about you, Aaron. It just might be the wrong word, and it might be the wrong word that you just used. And here's another thing. If they were the gatekeepers for years, you only stopped talking to them since November, right? Like, Leah was a fucking rock star up until, I guess, she decided I can't anymore. Like, I can't be a part of that anymore. And whatever happened, happened. She's not a rock star anymore because she decided I can't, whatever. Like, what happened to her rock star? Like, what happened to that? Because she doesn't agree with you, or she doesn't think maybe you're the person she thought you were, or whatever. Maybe it's because she had to pick and choose. Whatever. Why are you taking that rock star status away from her? You were praising her. And everything you know about her, you knew about her then. So I'm trying to understand why you and why the people that follow you don't say, hey, wait a minute. That's okay that you don't like her anymore, but why are you bashing her for things that happened in the past when you were part of it and praising her at the time?
So just keep that in mind when you see a statement like, here, let me pull it up because I feel silly just staring at my screen. Oh, that I'm a serious threat to the entire ex-Scientology movement. How can the person who has the biggest ex-Scientology channel and puts out the most information exposing Scientology be a threat to the ex-Scientology movement unless you define the ex-Scientology movement as Mike Rinder and Leah Remini? And even then, you'd have to prove that I'm actually trying to take them down in any way, which I have never tried to do. Anyway.
So guys, what did I just say about leaders? He's saying he's got the biggest. So there you go. Like, that's perfect example of what I'm saying. And because people or somebody had said, well, he's a threat, that's an opinion. It doesn't mean it's true. When you take it on board, Aaron, you're saying it's true, okay? That's an opinion they're allowed to have, just like the thousands of opinions that you have, Aaron. So you can have them and they can have them. But then you jump to, well, it's got to be Leah and it's got to be Mike. It can't be anybody else. It's got to be them. And that's the problem. You are jumping to the accusations, but you don't want anybody else jumping to the accusations. That is just perfect, and it goes to show exactly what I just said.
Let's go on to the next part of the blog post. Okay. Oh, yeah. The blog post then lists a whole bunch of discreditable crimes that I've been accused of by the Aftermath Foundation folks, Mike, Mark, Claire, Leah. Even one of these horrible acts would be cause to remove Aaron from any nonprofit anywhere in the world. Aaron is simply not stable enough to hold any position of real responsibility. But worse, Aaron has now switched sides and in effect works for Scientology. For all I know, Aaron has been bought off by the Office of Special Affairs. If that sounds insane, consider this. In the last few months, Aaron has attacked every major and many minor ex-Scientology whistleblower activists in a clear effort to ruin them utterly, as dictated by L. Ron Hubbard himself in Scientology's policies towards its critics. Guys, I can't. I've already read this through, but now that I'm reading it again, I'm actually doubly shocked. Could somebody please put together a list of every major, forget the minor, every major ex-Scientology whistleblower and activist? Here's the people, if I were just being charitable, the people that I have attacked are Chris Shelton. That's the end of the list.
Now, here we go about perception again. Aaron is going to decide who and what feels like he attacks them. So it doesn't matter that he doesn't feel like he's attacked Mike. So the sly comments about, I mean, one time he was being very passive aggressive about, did Mike have cancer? Didn't Mike have cancer? I don't know. And who knows what Mike did? You know, he was part of the OSA for a really long time. He might have some answers. All of this nonchalant, gaslighting, passive aggressive bullshit that he plays out in his videos, he doesn't see that, I guess, as harassing or accusing. I don't know why, because I would think it feels that way to them. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. I'm saying that it's happening, and Aaron is telling his people, it's not. I'm not doing that. You are doing that. The fact that you aren't recognizing it because it's not what you determine harassment isn't fair. It's just not fair. And guys, I have made this video really long. There's still a half an hour of Aaron speaking. So I'm going to call this quits right here. I'm going to pick it up, and there's going to be a part 2, which I'll work on this evening. Maybe I can even finish it all up. I like to do my videos like 15 minutes. You guys have asked for like 15 minutes. So this might be 3 parts. So this is my first part in going down this Stephanie Hutchins, which I'm not saying is right or wrong. I'm just saying, why don't you blame Stephanie Hutchins? Why are you blaming everybody else? Because that's what you do here, is you blame Leah. She's got this information from Leah. Does she? Does she get the... How do you know that? Why do you know that? Because she follows somebody on Twitter? That's how you decide who's guilty or not? Anyway, guys, this is part 1. We'll do part 2 and we'll do part 3. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Half of you are subscribed, half of you aren't subscribed. Don't sit on the fence. It's not comfortable. Come on over to our side. We don't make you stay if you don't want to stay. And we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. We don't take any money anyway. Guys, don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Like I said, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow, like I said. And never, ever be in Scientology.